Robert Jordan, New Spring, Chapter 1. We're going to be going through this and talking about this as part of our book club. We're going to get started right now. So I think there is something to be said for a really good opener, and I love the opening of this book, so I'll just read the first sentence. A cold wind gusted through the night across the snow-covered land where men had been killing one another for the past 3 days. That's how he told you where he's at. Where are you at? It's not Florida, it's not the mountains, it's a snow-covered land where men had been killing each other for the past 3 days. I've not read this book before. We're going to go through and talk about it a little bit. There will be some spoilers in here, but it's going to be a great time for us to kind of talk through some stuff. Now, I am really, really intrigued with the setup of all of the different nationalities or races that he starts describing, and how he's starting to kind of really fill in the pieces about what these people are about. The AL, kind of mysterious, spears, they don't like horses, but everyone's scared of them like they're super tough. I'm really interested by that. All the different groups that are fighting with land, I think that's really, really interesting. I just think there's a lot of stuff there. So the thing that I find most interesting to me at all is, what are the AL doing? What are they doing? You line up for a battle, everyone's supposed to have a fight, and all of a sudden they just hoot and holler and just go running off into the sunset. No explanation whatsoever. I am really intrigued to see what happens there, because that should be a really interesting thing. What do you think the AL are doing? What? Now, don't cheat. Don't tell us if you've read ahead. But if you haven't read ahead, what are they up to? I am super curious about that. Just comment down below and we'll talk through it. I'm a little lost. Interested to see what your thoughts are on that one. Another thing that's really interesting, as I start seeing new characters pop up, what are your favorite ones, right? I know that Lan gets a lot of credit. I'm sure that a lot of you are going to say Lan. I'm going to mess up the pronunciation of his name. Bukama? He's my favorite because I view him as that friend who is totally loyal to you. He's got your back like crazy, but is totally willing to call you out on your junk and tell you you're being an idiot. And Lan being, the leader here, and Bukama just shows up to tell him that he's not watching his back hard enough. I just think that it's hilarious. We all have that one friend who is not afraid to tell us when we're out of line. Who's that friend for you? You can tell me that story below. I had a friend named Andy. He's since passed, but oh my gosh, he would love to tell us all about our stuff, but as loyal as the day was long and would do anything for you, including tell you when you were being an idiot and try and protect you from yourself. Thought it was great. So yeah, tell me about the friend of yours who's that guy, who's loyal, but is more than willing to call you out. The other thing I wanted to ask is the story about them falling asleep standing up. Now, I have never fallen asleep standing up. Never. It's not been a thing for me. I have absolutely fallen asleep kind of mid-conversation with someone before. So I'm a doctor, and during residency, you work a lot of crazy hours. And I've had a bunch of overnights where you come in at 9 o'clock and you work through noon the next day, and then you're back at 9 o'clock, you work through noon the next day. I've done some stuff like that. And on occasion, I got so tired, I would fall asleep in the middle of a conversation. Tell me your stories about times that you've been that tired. I've never been tired enough to fall asleep standing up. I don't even know if that's scientifically possible. I haven't looked into it, but man, that seems crazy. I would love to hear your story of you being that tired. We're going to go through this book. We're going to chapter by chapter. We'll ask a couple questions. We'll chat back and forth in the comments. Hit the subscribe and notification if you want to know when the next one comes up. I'm going to try and put one up or two up a week, but you can catch them up as you go, and we'll have the discussions, and we'll keep the conversations to a spoiler-free for folks who've gotten that far yet. There are a lot of books in this series, the Wheel of Time series. I'm super looking forward to it. So we'll see you guys around.